Hey guys, here with a review on the fake Seiko watches that are coming from India. So let me start with one thing. Let me start with the packaging. So this is the packaging they send to you, okay? Now, it comes from India, Mumbai, which used to be called Bombay, but not now, it's called Mumbai. So, first thing you'll see when you open the package, it says, please don't open return request or case, and please don't leave any negative or neutral feedback. So right off the bat, they want you to know that please just call them or send them an email if you have any problems. Alright, so now first of all, when they send the package, there is no tracking with this thing. For some reason, they don't track it. It just arrives to you, but it takes over a month for you to get the stupid thing, okay? Now, I know what I was getting into. I knew that it was probably going to be a fake watch, but one thing that impressed me was the amount of sales that these guys had. They would have 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, depending on, but they're all different companies based in India, alright? So there's like 5 or 6 of them on eBay that sell all these silly watches. So now this was wrapped around the watch, okay? All our products are quality tested by experts before dispatch, but if by any chance there is my problem in it now, so please don't open any return again. This time I'm even in red. Don't open anything. They're telling you there's no problem here, we'll fix it, just don't open any cases, don't ask for a refund, and don't. So even at the bottom of the thing, don't. Alright? Way too many don'ts, okay? I'll tell you what, I've sold stuff on eBay before, and I don't tell people, don't do this, don't do that. I tell them, please, if you have a problem, let me know. Please. You know? So, and then again, I'll say it maybe once. And the truth is, they don't even have to worry about it, you know? There has been the odd occasional person that said, well, I don't think this really works, and I'll be like, okay, well, if you don't think it's going to work, by all means, please send it back and I'll give you a refund. No problem. And, you know, I think that's happened to me once, where they bought something and it wasn't exactly what they thought it would be. Or, you know, it was like a specific model that they needed and they thought this might work and didn't work out. So, stuff like that. But, alright, that's me. Let's talk about these guys. So, first of all, what's their stupid... It's, exporter of watch at yahoo.com. Okay, great. So, now... They say that these are authentic watches that have been refurbished. That they change the crystal, they change the face, I think. They make sure it's functioning, and then they sell it to you. So you get, that's why it's so cheap. But it's an authentic watch. An authentic Seiko watch. Well, let's go through the whole thing, right? So, if you look at where it says Seiko 5, okay, it's printed. It's not embossed or raised or any of that stuff. On the original one, if you look at it, it's actually raised and it's metal. Okay? And it's very, very pretty. Okay, second thing is that if you'll notice the face on this one, it's pretty plain Jane. You know, a straight color. This one has pretty nice squares, you know, makes it look cool. So if you look at all the watches from India, they all have this snazzy color or some, you know, funny thing in the background and blah 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 blah. So that's your second giveaway. Third giveaway, see where it says automatic? It says automatic in big bold letters. So you can pick up the watch and it goes, damn, it says automatic. It's an automatic watch. Cool. here, in the original one, it doesn't scream out automatic. It says automatic, but in smaller letters. And it'll say 21 joules. But if you're half blind, you'll never notice that. But in this one, you can be blind and notice that. The other thing is, this one says Japan made. Hey, it doesn't even say made in Japan. Nope, it says Japan made. So you know that this thing is made in Japan. This one doesn't tell you where it's made. You know why? Because it doesn't need to tell you that. If you know what a Seiko is, you know it's made in Japan. Alright, so that is the basic stuff. Okay, that is what will let you know what is fake and what's not. Mainly the lettering. If it's bold and hey, buy me, then you know it's pretty much fake. Now the inner workings, I have opened up this watch. They even show you a picture of the inside of the watch so you can compare it. And yeah, it looks just like a Seiko in the back, but probably, it's, to me it's fake. Alright. It does say Seiko somewhere back in there. Now here's an original one. So you can see it says Seiko, on the case, and I think on one of the metal parts it says Seiko also, somewhere written. But basically it functions the exact same way. It has the exact same automatic system, but this one's real and actually functions. And yeah, this one's fake and actually functions, but it just doesn't function as well. So here's the thing. I set these watches dead on together at the same time. Okay? Now look at the second hand on this one. Look at where the second hand is on that. Now I started them both at the exact same time. Okay? Look at the minute. The minute is on 50, and this one is lagging behind by about a minute or two. Okay? That's why the second hands are different. This one is now slower than this one. This one's dead on. So now, yeah, technically you can speed them up and slow them down, but I've already had this watch for a few days. So I've worn this watch. The first time I wore it, I wound it up and I wore it, and then I put it by my bedside table. Next morning, dead. I said, okay, maybe just needs a warm-up session. I wore it a whole day. At work, blah, 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 same thing, wound it up early in the morning, went to work. Things ticked on. Got back home, next morning, dead. Alright, this one, you wind it up, you wear it, you come back home, you leave it on a nightstand, it's not dead the next morning, okay? Now they're designed to basically die out after about 2 days, 3 days max, They're not made for you to forget to wear them. It's for daily use. The difference with these watches when they first came out is you didn't have to wind them. You didn't have to remember to wind them. You just had to remember to put it on. So it'll give you like 2 or 3 days grace, but this sucker doesn't even give you a day's grace. So that's the big giveaway. Now, one of the things you will notice is that these have, on the dials, they have phosphorus. Okay, so basically, let's say you turn off the lights and go to bed, you have your watch on, you can still look at the dials because they retain the light source as an energy and lights up the hands and the dials so you can see what time it is, at least for a couple hours, So if you look at this one, there's almost no phosphorus, right? Just a little bit, but so now we're going to turn off the lights and we're going to see what we've got. You might have to bear with me a little bit. It is very tough to focus on this kind of stuff. Alright, there. Retrieve a little bit. I don't think the camera will be able to actually focus on it. Probably not, but you can see there that the dial's lit up on the original one, and the fake one's right next to it, and there's really nothing there. Okay, it's just the way things are. So there you go. Look at that, it's focusing. So this is the original one. You can see where the hands and the dials have lit up, and you can see what's going on, but the one next to it is completely dead. I mean, very minimal at best, but that's what an original one does. You can see that clearly. So like I said, you'll see that clearly for a couple hours, maybe 3, 4, and you know, it's just so that you can see what's going on. Whereas the fake one, you can't see jack. So here's my recommendation to you guys. Don't buy a single watch that comes from India. Alright? They're going to try to dupe you. Even if they send you the watch and you get it, and you know what, if it works for you, great. And most people will probably go, yeah, it's just $17, no big deal. Well, it is a big deal, okay? So here's the thing. If you lived in those countries, $17 would probably be more like $170. So now would you just throw away $170? You know, I think they're banking on that. They're counting on you not making a big deal out of this. And actually, they're even counting on you thanking them, you know. So don't buy this crap, because first of all, it just devaluates the actual Seiko watches, the real ones, you know. Then people are going to be scared of buying the real ones because they think, oh, they're all fake. Well, no, they're not all fake. Oh, here's another thing I want to show you guys. So you're going to hear a massive difference in the crystal. Now this isn't crystal, this is just fake plastic, okay? Cheap plastic really scratches easy, so listen to the sound. Okay, now here's the real one. Now that's crystal glass. I mean, that sucker is hard and tempered. This stuff, that's probably what you would find on a pair of goggles, like for, you know, snorkeling or something. So really cheap stuff. I mean, yeah, you can wear this stuff. So when I open it up, yeah, the rubber seal, the O-ring, there's half of it there. So if you just wet this once, it's gone. The sucker's gonna die instantaneously. So for $17, they've literally given you a piece of crap, and somebody's making free money, because it probably cost them less than $5 to make this thing and send it to you. So if you want my advice, just buy from known US sellers where they ship from the US. They have high sales of 1,000 or more, and their feedback is 99 point something. Okay, it has to be above 99. And read their feedback. See what's gone wrong. Where, well, it just took longer, or didn't receive the shipping, received a refund. You don't want to read received watch, but it seems like it's fake, nothing's working, piece of junk. You don't want to read that kind of stuff, okay? You read anything like that, probably somebody to stay away from. But if it comes from India or anywhere in Asia, ditch it. Don't even look at it. So they really do a good job of setting up eBay accounts and making it look really legit and all this other stuff. But like I said, you know, it's easy for them to send a watch and something over, and you go, oh yeah, it looks great, thank you. Great feedback. 2 days later, the damn thing doesn't work. And you go, it's only $17. Who cares? No big deal. It's alright. Poor Indian guys, or poor Asian guys, whatever, you know. Well, no, not poor Asian guys. You know, poor us, because we're frickin' paying for stuff that we shouldn't be paying for, you know. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on this. So, hope you enjoyed the video, hope it helped you out. And this might end up on I don't know, as a target. Nah. So anyway, have a good one.